You're watching Big Drone Flyer 77. When we come back, got a brand new drone from SnapTain. This is a SP500. It's a foldable GPS drone, so stay tuned. Hey, welcome back everyone. Donnie here, and thanks for joining me today on Big Drone Flyer 77. Yeah, I'm pretty excited today to have a brand new product that was sent to me from SnapTain. This is the SP500. This one is actually a foldable GPS drone, which I'm pretty happy with this one. I went ahead and did a test flight. I didn't try out any of the functions as in follow me, point of interest, and some other options they have on there, like a hand gesture to start recording or take pictures. It's super windy today, so this was just the first initial flight, and I'll at least get a flight time for you guys and definitely show you how well the GPS works on this. Same with the video quality. So this is actually a pretty cool drone. The reason why I still have it in the box, because it was nicely packaged in some foam here, some nice hard foam here to protect it. So I wanted to show you that, and let me go ahead and get it out of the box. I'll be right back. Alright, got everything out of the box, you guys. And I just wanted to let those who are new to the channel, hey, if you want to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, definitely hit the notification so that way you can see all the new videos that are coming out. I do a lot of toy drone reviews, RC cars, helicopters, submarines, anything that's got to do with RC. I try to review them and give you my honest opinion. Even if these are sponsored like this one is, I'll let you know if it's any good. And if it's not good, all because I get it for free, I'll still let you know, don't get it. But so far, I took this one for a flight, and it's not bad at all, you guys. I just did an initial flight on this one due to the wind. So with it being super windy out there, I didn't do the hand gesture to start the recording. I didn't do the waypoints or point of interest on this, but I did test out the return to home, and you know, that worked really well. So you'll see that in the video coming up. But anyways, SnapTain does a really good job on their drones with supplying 2 batteries. That's always a plus. So they supply you with 2 batteries for this drone. The battery is this one is a 7.4 volt. It's 1,000 milliamp. So I'll definitely give you the flight time in the video and let you know how long we got on that. So here's the second battery. The other one's actually in the drone itself. So pretty simple to remove. Just push this little button here and it slides out. It does have an SD card slot here, and you have to provide your own SD card. So I have a 32 gigabyte. This is a class 10. So it's a good card I have in here. Another thing is your mobile device or tablet has to be 5G. So if you don't have 5G, then you're not going to get the Wi-Fi FPV and the telemetry that they provide in the app, which is the app on this one is SnapTain Nova. So alright, so you get 4 extra propellers. You get a couple things of screws here for the prop guards. And for the propellers, you get your Phillips screwdriver. You get some caps here. So if you lose any of the caps up here, they give you extra caps, which is nice because a lot of times these fly off anyways, but I haven't had any problems with their drones yet. You got your controller, which is pretty nice here. It's got the built-in phone holder here, which can hold a pretty decent sized phone. You got all your light indicators here to let you know if you're in headless mode, if you're taking a picture or recording, return to home, and stuff like that. So they do give you an indicator, which the manual itself will show you all that right here. So here's the manual here, which got all different languages, but it tells you to download the SnapTain Nova app, iOS or Android. So, and it gives you an overview on all the functions on the app, so that way you know how to set up the waypoints and all that. So you got the QR code you can scan too to find the app. But anyways, it gives you all the functions, how to calibrate it, how to calibrate the gyros and the compass. when you do the GPS compass calibration, which I show you that in the flight coming up here. It does have a low battery warning. I'll show you in the flight out there, but I'll explain it really quick. When it gets down to about 2 bars, the drone will automatically go into like a safe mode. So I believe it's about 20 meters away. It'll do a geofencing where you can't go any further than that. And then when it gets lower than that, you can only get about maybe 10 meters away. It won't let you go any further, and then it'll automatically return to home. Okay, the controller will not beep when it does that. It'll just automatically come back and land. So, but it does keep it close to you, so that way you don't lose your drone, which is a good thing. I like that fail safe on there. But it tells you all the other functions here, and labels all the buttons here, which I love about SnapTain is they go and label all the buttons. This time they may not have the names on it, but they give you symbols. This one here, you'll hold down and it'll start the GPS calibration. So once you hold that down, it'll beep. Then you can go ahead and go through that process, which I show you in the flight video. Got your on and off button here. The other good part about this is a rechargeable controller, so you don't have to sit there and keep buying batteries for it. So all you got to do is just use the cord that they provide for you here, little micro USB. Plug that in and charge it up. It has a light on here that shows you that it's charging, and once it's done, the light will go out. You have your GPS, which I love about this is you can run GPS, or you can press the button and go into altitude hold. So that way you can do a little sport flying and not have to do the GPS hold, which kind of restricts you because it's trying to hold its ground and stay in its position. So got your return to home, your headless mode, and up here you have your camera and video. So you'll want to do a long press for a few seconds to start the video, long press for a few seconds to stop the video. Make sure you stop that video before the battery goes dead or before you shut off the drone or controller, or you will corrupt your video and lose all your filming. To take a picture, you just do one short press and it'll do a snapshot. It'll show you on the screen and go down to a little small picture in picture to show you that you got that picture taken, and then it'll fade off from your phone or your tablet that you're using. You got your speed rates, which you have only 2 rates of speed. So second rate ain't too bad. You'll see it in the video. It's not too bad at all, you guys. So this one right here is actually to calibrate your compass. So once you have everything all set up, GPS is calibrated, you're ready to fly, you just press this once while the drone is level on the ground, and it will go and level out and calibrate the gyros. Okay, so that's basically it. And these fold down right here, so that way you can have a handle to hold the fly. There's no antenna that comes up, it's all built inside. So, but that's it for that. You got 1 key takeoff, 1 key land. So pretty basic, and it's not a bad controller. It feels good. I guess if you're a pincher, you got enough there to be able to pinch and fly. I use my thumbs, but I'm just showing you that you can go and pinch and be able to fly it. So it's not too bad either, you guys. So another great thing with SnapTain is they provide 2 USB chargers for your batteries. So that way you can charge both of your batteries at the same time. So that's always awesome. And like I said, they provide 2 batteries, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and unfold this now. Show you the camera. You have to adjust it yourself, but it just moves just a little bit, you guys. It doesn't hardly move, but it has a 1080p camera in there. I believe it's only about 24 frames per second. So I believe this one, if I can remember, I think it might be 120 field of view on that. So I'm not 100% sure. I have to look in the book. I didn't really check on that. Sometimes I forget about that, but we'll have to check it out when I go and post up the flight review after this unboxing. So let's go ahead and fold this out. All right, just kind of locks in. So got your on and off switch here. Just hold it for a few seconds, and then it'll turn the drone on. I wanted to show you, we'll get some of this stuff out of the way. For those who are new to the drone hobby, sometimes people don't really know how to put on these prop guards, which I don't use, but these ones are pretty simple and basic. To put these on, you have these little clips right here, and you pull these little adapters out here, little covers I call them, and you just slide this in. See if we can get that in there. Slide that in, and that's it right there. So it kind of locks in, you guys. So to get them off, all you got to do is just pull this tablet down right here, and then it slides right out. So I'll go ahead and put the other ones on so you can see what it looks like with the prop guards on. Pull these all off, which these are pretty simple to do. Usually I just keep those off. I usually keep these little things off right here to vent the motors, especially on a hot day. Gives a little more air in there for the motors to cool down. So that's always a good little point to do. So I do that with all my drones, especially some of my SEMAs that I have, the old X8 and stuff like that, have those. And the X5C, no, actually it's the X8 that does so. And that just snaps in there like so. And then you got your prop guards here. So that way, if you don't trust your flying, you think you're going to hit stuff, at least you have your prop guards here to help protect. So, but that's basically it, you guys. Let's go ahead and take this out in the field, and I'll show you how it does. And one last thing with the memory card, it is spring loaded, so be careful you don't let go because it will launch out of there. So, but it just slides right in there. I'm using a SanDisk, which is a good SD card. So, and it clicks and it's ready to go. All right, let's go out there, take it for a flight. Stay tuned for that. All right, you guys, I'm gonna try a couple different things. I got my tablet, Samsung, and then I got my iPhone my iPhone 5S. So let me go ahead and turn this thing on first. I got a 32 gigabyte SD card in there, class 10, which is right here, and this is a 5G, so you definitely have to have a 5G network device. So let me turn on the on switch. It just connected, so now I'm gonna look for the Wi-Fi here. Right now it's trying to pick up my GoPro right now, so let me get out of that, see if I can find it. There it is, SnapTain. So we're going to connect to SnapTain here. Once it's connected, I will go over to the app here. Okay, it's connected, and it's going to be the SnapTain Nova. So they have it on iOS and Android. I already have SP500 selected right here, so I'm going to go ahead and press I'm going to press the settings because I want to go into the settings here. Let me go back. I think I already have it set in here, but I just want to double check. Let me go to start. Okay, so yeah, we got Wi-Fi here. So I'm going to go into settings. There's a little gear button here, if I can get it pressed here. Come on now, there we go. It's off of beginner mode, so I'm going to go ahead and flight distance. We're going to turn it up all the way to 500 meters. Flight altitude 120 meters. Return to home, I have it set for 25 meters. It's going to go up and then come back. Okay, so I'm going to press save. So that is saved, you guys. We go ahead and put this in here. I want to see if I can hook two devices up at once, because I kind of want to record with this one here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to set my tablet down here. It's screen recording right now. Okay, so I'm going to actually start calibrating this. So what you want to do is press this button here. Should be a long press here. There we go. So let me go ahead and start rotating this. Should let me know when to okay, what's it say now? Compass calibration, it's saying. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it stayed lit up red now. Let me go and point this thing up. You can do up or down. So Now it's flashing a lot here, so let's see if we got the calibration here. That should be it. It's not making any beep sounds. That's what's kind of strange. So I don't see it. Let me see what it says. Please take drone into horizon surface and take off. Okay, it says ready to fly. I'm gonna go ahead and calibrate the gyros, so you can do that by pressing this button here. Okay, it's flashing and it should stop. Okay, it stopped there. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for satellites, and so far it's got full satellite right here. It doesn't tell you how many satellites, it just shows you the bars. So I'm gonna go ahead and press record here. Held it down, saying it's recording by the little camera right here. It's flashing, so it's saying it's recording. So hopefully that's going and we get some footage on there. So you can do one key takeoff, or you can start it manually. Okay, so we'll do one key takeoff and see what happens here. Let's see if I can get it go. Yeah, it's not doing. Let me, okay, now let me press it. There we go. That's what you got to do. You got to arm it, okay, and then you press the one key and it'll lift up. Super windy here, guys, about 5 to 8 miles an hour right now. I mean, it's not super windy, but windy enough. But so far this thing's staying pretty steady, you guys. Kind of going up and down a little bit, but you know, the wind's blowing and pushing down. So you can shut off GPS by pressing this button here. If I press it once, GPS is off, and I pressed it again, GPS locked back in. Okay, so you can see it was starting to blow away because the wind was taking it. It was in altitude hold. So that button does work. That's pretty cool. So all right, let's take this thing for a flight and see what happens. Just take it for a quick cruise here. Feels pretty smooth. I'm gonna go ahead and kick up the rates here by this button here. There's 2. Okay, so there's only 2 rates, so let's try second rate. Yeah, that's a lot better. So not too bad. Up, just hesitated right there, and it's just came back. So let me see if it's got a let's see if that beginner mode didn't shut off. I may have to check on the let me check on the tablet really quick here. I bet you on the tablet I got it set still on beginner mode, so because I got 2 of these devices going. So let me check here. Yeah, see, we're set at only 30 meters distance here. Beginner mode's on. Let me shut that off. Yes, let me turn it all the way up. It was stopping at 30 meters. So okay, now save. All right, so if you're running 2 devices, make sure you got them both set. Okay, you guys, so now I got that set. All right, let's try it now. I should be able to go past this area now. There we go. It's not stopping this time. Okay, so it's doing pretty good. I ain't gonna go super far because there's still kids down there. Looks like they're still in school here, so I'm gonna kind of turn around here, come back around. It's coming pretty good because the wind's blowing behind it. So looks like I have a freeze up on the Wi-Fi already. So what was that, about 88 meters? Now it picked back up. We're at 45 meters and it just kicked back on. So all right, let me bring it back over. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. I want to take a snapshot and see how the pictures look. So let me go ahead and stop recording. Okay, recorder stopped. Bring it back over towards me. All right, get closer. All right, so far so good. Let me take a little quick snapshot here. All right, said it took a picture. Yep, just showed it going to the screen. We'll get a little closer here. Quite a bit of hesitation. All right, there's another one. Okay, so that is working. I'm gonna start the recording again. Now it says it's recording. I want to try altitude hold just to see how much more sportier it is. So I'm gonna press it once. It's in altitude hold now, and it does pitch a lot further down, so it does go a lot faster than GPS mode, so that's good. So it does do a little sport fly, so that's not bad at all. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it over here, and I'm gonna let go of the throttle. It's gonna float, press GPS, and it locks right back in solid. So that's good. So far it's doing what we want it to do, so that's always a plus. All right, I want to see how, make this thing angry for a minute here. And it locks right back into position. That's awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go up, get a little bit higher here. Let's get a little aerial video here and see how it looks. I want to kind of test out the range. I'm gonna go up to what are we at, about 30 meters. Wind's starting to catch it. I don't want to go too high right now. So we're at 44. See, the wind's kind of drifting it. It's trying to hold on there. We're at 71. Okay, now it just froze up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna return it to home. So you're gonna press the home button here. Okay, it's actually looks like it's turning around. No, it's coming back sideways. Is it sideways? Let me see. No, it turned around. It's coming straight back. Cool. So it does turn around. I like that. And there it is, slowing down right above me. I am clear from the trees. So we do got picture back here again. So about 71 meters this thing goes in, I lose Wi-Fi image. So anywhere from 70 to 80 meters, at least in the area I'm at. But it still had plenty of signal for the controller. So let's see how close we get, which ain't too bad. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it. All right, so what are we about? Probably about a meter or two away, probably about a meter. So that ain't too bad, it's pretty close. Like I said, it's super windy. You can see the wind's blowing everything around. I didn't want to go too far and test it, even though I could see it. It's just because the wind was trying to pick it up, and this is my first flight with it, and I don't want it to, just in case it would fly away or anything. There's children over there, and I don't want nothing to happen. So all right, so far so good, you guys. Let's go ahead and check out some of these other functions here. So let me bring it out here. I want to kind of take a look at this guy real quick. All right, okay. Let me see, what functions do we have? Okay, we got, let me go out here a little bit, turn it around. We have point of interest, it looks like here. Okay, so I'm gonna go about 20 meter radius, and it should circle around me. So let's see if it goes. No, I was just seeing if I had to move the controller myself. All right, so that didn't go. Let me see. I was just seeing if there's a start button here. Let me go ahead and shut off recording, and let me try it again and see if it see if I can get this thing to go. Let me try about 20 meters again. Just kind of seeing if it's gonna go or not. No, it's not gonna do it. Okay, it might be only when you have when you're running just the phone. A lot of these apps will do that. So it is not starting for me. Let me shut that back off. Let me try the follow me. Alright, the battery's getting low on the drone, so let me try the follow me and see if this actually works. It may not work because the drone's battery is starting to flash here, so Yeah, I may have to swap out the batteries, you guys. All right, I got another set of batteries here. So far I can't get the follow me to work right now, and it only may be through the controller, the phone, excuse me. So what else do we have? Oh, auto landed, take off. Okay, I don't know why that's not. I would think the follow me would work. No, it's trying to land here. So let's just get a flight time, and then I'll switch to another battery. Let me shut the recording off real quick here. Okay, shut that back off here. Okay. So we'll see what happens if this thing does a return to home when it gets in critical. It's 2 battery bars left right now. Okay, so it does set up a about a 20 or 30 meter. It'll set up where you can't go past 30 meters when the battery is at 2 bars and it's low. So let's see, let's try it again. See if it stops it. Yep, it's gonna stop it, so that way you don't lose the drone. That way the battery don't get too low. So it's got a geofencing built in there. I'm just kind of curious what it's going to do when it gets too low. Plus 2, I want to see what flight time I get here. Okay, now it did about a 10 or 15 meter geofencing. So it's making itself get closer. Okay, now it's returning. Okay, that's it. It's returning to home now. So it went out about 15 meters and then put up a geofencing, and now it's returning to home. The controller don't beep or do any of that stuff. So okay, there we go, guys. I'm gonna call that good. I'll make another video flying it with the actual phone. That way hopefully the wind will calm down. It's too hard to do the gesture modes to do the peace sign and hand sign to get this thing to take pictures, and keeping it, you know, close to you when the wind's blowing really bad like this. So I'll make another video. We'll fly it with the phone and try the point of interest in the follow me mode and the flight planner as well. So stay tuned for that. So if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Sure appreciate that, and also hit that notification so you can see the latest videos coming out on Big Drone Flyer 77. So all right, everyone, SnapTain, thank you so much for sending this out for a review. And guys, like always, God bless, cheers, and happy flying.